What's up, Grim Crew? Welcome back to the channel for yet another unboxing video. I am the Grim Gamer. My friends call me D. Thanks for stopping by. Check this video out. You saw the thumbnail. You saw the title. In this box is yet another video game console that I will now own and want to start collecting games for. And to be quite honest, it feels, well, kind of wrong. But I'll explain more about why it feels that way here in just a few minutes. But when I do, once I unbox it, I will show you what it is, obviously, and then I'll explain what feels wrong about it. But I also want to go into a little bit of detail of why I wanted to start looking into this console and some of the games that I'm looking into wanting to purchase and actually put some time into and probably even do some streams and stuff on, hopefully relatively soon. But first, we got to unbox it. Oh, and also, speaking of the streaming and all that, once I do get it unboxed, you see it all, whatever, I have at least one game that I've already purchased. I bought that, well, this came in today, as I record this, but yesterday I knew this was coming. And so I stopped by a local games store, and I did pick up at least one game. So once I get it unboxed, talk about it for a few minutes, I'm going to hook it up to my entire streaming rig here. And we're just going to record a little bit of gameplay on at least one game so you guys can at least see all of that. So before we do all that, obviously we got to unbox the thing. So this came from an online auction that I won from the Shop Goodwill site. And it just came in, and according to that post, it's all supposed to be fully functional. It was tested, controller tested, all the hookups are there. So I'm expecting for this to just come right out of this box and work. It damn well better, because if it doesn't, you probably won't see this video anyway. But with that being said, without further ado, we're going to crack this open and we're going to check out this console and I'll talk about it for a few minutes. So just crack open this tape here. Alright, there we go. Box open. Now, this I don't need right now. Thank you very much. Alright, it's all wrapped up in here. So, let's see how I want to do this. If I show you, well, it's actually all wrapped together, it looks like. So, if I show you the controller right away, obviously that gives away what console it is, unless you can already see over the top of that box. I don't think you can to actually see it, so we'll just kind of move you off to the side here. We've got AV cables, we got power cable here. Controller will show in just a moment, but so here it is. It's upside down, unfortunately. The console is this the front or is that the back? That's the back, so this is the front. Sorry, excuse me, I'm trying to get it all situated. But the console in question is the original Xbox. And again, I have never in my life owned an Xbox of any kind. And that's partially why I say it feels kind of wrong to me to have this, because I have been a loyal PlayStation fan from the very beginning, and I feel as though like when this came out and then at the same time was what, the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, that kind of thing, all that during all that generation, you pick sides typically. We were strongly in the PlayStation camp, always have been, always will be, and as even now, with the exception of the Sega Genesis, I typically only have PlayStation stuff or Nintendo stuff. Got quite a few of the Nintendo stuff. So with the exception of Sony PlayStations and various Nintendo consoles, that's about all I collect for. But now having this, I'm now diving into the Xbox video game library, and why I say it feels kind of wrong is because I have been giving Xbox grief from day one. I remember at one point, and I don't know who had it, but at one point, one person that I knew had one, and I picked up that controller for the first time. And I hated every last... It felt wrong in my hands. I didn't want anything to do with it. It was a big, bulky thing, and I put it down, and I've never touched an Xbox ever again since in my life. So having this in my presence near the rest of my collection almost feels like a betrayal. And it doesn't feel right, but I wanted to get my hands on one of these because I started looking into the game library that the original Xbox had, and there are quite a few games for this console that are exclusive to this, or was either exclusive to this on consoles and then maybe PC or something, but I never got to get on the PlayStation. So there are a few that look good that I never got to play that seem interesting to me. So I wanted to pick one of these up, and I had mentioned several times here on the channel that I wanted to start expanding my horizons in what kind of games that I play and all that kind of stuff. And it doesn't get more expansion for me as far as my horizons than going to now a console that I have given crap to for over 20 years. So, but yes, I do have this here now, and there's a lot of games that I want to pick up for this and want to give a try. I've been looking into and thought I'd be interested in Fable, as I've never ever played Fable. I would like to get and play the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, because I love the Elder Scrolls games, and I realize that, you know, that's it might not have aged gracefully these days, but I've never got to play it, and I'm curious, and I want to play it. There's even some other ones that might not be as well known, or just not considered, you know, classics or gems on the console, like Dead Man's Hand or Enclave, stuff like that. And then also, I started noticing that there's a bunch of games that I wanted to look into for other consoles, be it PS2 or GameCube, and for some reason they're quite expensive. But then looking at some of those on the Xbox, and I could pay less, considerably less, like half the price or even more than, you know, half the price less for an Xbox copy of the game compared to the other consoles, for reasons I don't understand. But I figured that would also give me an avenue of not only playing and trying some games that were only here on the Xbox, but that I'd also like to add to my collection, but I'm not going to pay for the other consoles. And I guess one particular example of that might be, and nobody might care about this game but me, but it looks interesting. There's one that I came across several months ago called Groove Rider Slot Car Thunder, and it looks like it's like the old slot car racetracks, but in a video game form. I don't know what that is, but it sounds awesome. I would love to play that. Well, it never came to the PlayStation. It came onto the Xbox and for the GameCube, but of course GameCube games are stupid expensive, so I could pay $50, $60, or even more for a copy of this game on the GameCube. For the Xbox, same game, about $10. And it's, well, if that's the case, you know, this will allow me to try to get even more games that I would like to get for a lot cheaper price. So there were several reasons, obviously, why I wanted to look into one of these. Personally, I don't. I have given Xbox grief from day one, and I've picked my alliance and I've stuck with it, and I will still continue to do so. Anything that is Xbox related nowadays, I will not touch. I personally don't care for their business model and the way that it seems they kind of just want to run everybody else out of the gaming industry. So they will never see a dime from me. But this console, now being, you know, a retro console, and I just get everything secondhand, well, they will never still see a dime from me, and I'm okay with that. So, yes, I again got this on a online auction, and I paid pretty much what the going rate seems to be. But the listing did say that it was all fully tested, So it should work all fine, just the way that it should. Now, there's a couple little scuffs here on the top, but back of it all looks good. I mean, overall, it looks to be in pretty solid shape compared to other Xbox consoles that I've seen in this price range. A lot of them look pretty beat. So as long as we hook it all up and it all fires up the way it's supposed to and works, I'm going to be very happy with this. So yeah, we've got the cords there, we got the console here, and we've got our controller here. I've never seen like a somewhat translucent blue Xbox controller before, and this one actually looks considerably smaller than what I remember. I didn't know this until yesterday when I picked up the game that I'm about to show you here in just a moment of what I'm going to play when I hook this all up. But apparently there was these smaller controllers, and then there was, I guess, what's considered the Duke controller, which is the big, giant, fat ones that I remember from way back in the day. So this legit, Xbox controller, the S controller, looks like it says here. So we got an actual controller, the system, and our hookups. And again, everything looks pretty solid. Little scratch marks up here on the top of the controller, but for the most part, and again, it's a 20-year-old console, so all things considered, looks fairly solid. Speaking of, should be a manufacture date on the bottom here. So this particular model, this particular console, manufacture date of April 1st of 2005. So yeah, for a 20-year-old console, it does look fairly decent. So, about to hook this thing up here and show you the main screen, how it fires up, and we're going to play a little gameplay. The game that I currently have today that I picked up, this was a launch title for the console, apparently, and it's Dead or Alive 3. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are familiar with Dead or Alive 3. So one of the first games I have now picked up for the console. I've officially started my Xbox collection, and this is the game we're going to pop in and get a few minutes of gameplay in. So I'm going to shut that down, the camera there, and I'm going to get everything hooked up, and we'll get into some gameplay. So give me it'll be just a moment for you, so we'll flip it, and we'll check out some Dead or Alive 3 on the original Xbox. Alright, so I now have everything hooked up here. Got the power, everything's hooked up for the AV, everything should be fine. Now, just to fire it up, and hopefully it all works the way it's supposed to. It better. From what I paid for it, it better work the way it's supposed to. So, power button there. Indeed. Fires right up. Ooh, that's a little loud. We might need to turn that audio down just a skoosh. But okay, yeah, perfect. Oh, yeah, okay. I will set all of that later, some other time, I think. I should be able to. Okay. Yeah, this all looks good. Yeah, I can change this whenever I want. Widescreen. Letterbox. That seemed to not do anything. Normal. That also seemed to do nothing. Okay. Well, that's whatever. Network, I don't have to worry about. I don't plan on signing in to anything, even if anything even still works for all of that. Music. It said that everything should be wiped here, so there shouldn't be... Yeah, there shouldn't have been anything on that as far as that stuff goes anyway. On memory, all of this should have been wiped to its factory settings. Yeah, doesn't look to be anything on here whatsoever. So, yeah, completely reset. everything seems to be working and functioning the way it's supposed to. So, let's see if we can fire a game up here in it, huh? Disk drive seems to work perfect as far as actually popping out the way it's supposed to. Let me take a moment to load here, maybe. Again, I don't know how any of this works. And apparently right to game. So, there we have that. Oh, okay. I was saying, why does that seem all cut off? But it literally has the scroll. Gotcha. I'm going to get rid of the music because I don't know if the music library is going to have a bunch of, copyrighted material, and since this is going on YouTube, I don't want to get hit with no copyright strikes. We'll just turn that off for now. So, time attack, survival, tag team, battle versus, watch mode, sparring mode. Well, again, we're only going to do a couple minutes of this, but I do know who a couple of these characters are with playing, like, the free version of, like, DOA 5 and 6, like, on the PS4. I guess we'll just go with whoever this is. Sure, that's fine. And get into a fight or two, and then I guess we can call this test a success.
Get ready, fight!
See, why can I not move? Hold on. I'm hoping that it's not this, one joystick that's not working here. Hold on. Let me look at something. Again, I'm just going in here, not anything. Okay. So no, the thumbstick apparently does nothing in this game. Okay. And that all seems very weird, but okay. Come on. Oof. Come on. Come on. There. Yeah, no, okay, so the way the character control is just, it's kind of weird. That feels funky. I'm not... It's strange not using the like, thumbstick in order to be able to, like, freely move around, but I guess that's just the way this is. So, again, I just, need to figure out controls and stuff, but yeah, it seems like there's no way for me to test that left thumbstick to make sure it's actually going to work the way it's supposed to, but bye-bye. Well, I would think so if he fell off the cliff. I gotta say, it looks decent, sounds pretty good. Controls feel a little funky, but that's just this game. But the controller seems to work just fine. So, yeah, I guess I can't really complain too much. Everything works exactly the way it's advertised, and yeah, I think I could have some fun with this. And again, I'm very curious about several other games for this console, and going to be looking into those and be adding those to my stream list. So, so again, over on the Twitch account, which there will be a link in the description box below, you can catch me there. Stream every Tuesday and Thursday nights, 11:30 p.m. Eastern start time. Play all types of different games over there, so you can chat with me there and everything. We'll be looking into more of this Xbox library and picking up some more games and adding to it, and adding some original Xbox games now to the rotation over there. Yeah, I'm excited to to do that, and I'm excited that, now that I have it, I mean, as much as it felt like, a betrayal, how wrong it feels to actually have an Xbox here now in my home. It feels blasphemous, but I am excited to, go out and kind of dive into this original Xbox library a little bit and be looking into collecting more original Xbox games and now adding them to the rotation now over on the stream. We might do a full, one-off stream at least on Dead or Alive 3 at some point, along with a bunch of the other titles that I'm hoping to pick up, and maybe do some full playthroughs of some stuff as well. So, but now that it is all unboxed, it is all hooked up, it is all tested, I am happy with it. It seems like everything is going to be functioning and work exactly the way that I hoped that it would. I am happy with it. I think we're going to be able to cut this video off here. So if you liked it, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you don't miss out on any other content coming to the channel, whether it's more unboxings, whether it's retro game hunting videos, whether it's retro game boxing on videos, whether it's live stream replays from the streams, whether it's some top 5 countdowns like I'd like to start doing some more of, or just whatever it is that I decide to do that's all game related, the game collection updates, all of that stuff. So you can check out all that and not miss any of it, so make sure that you subscribe to the channel. So, yeah, with that being said, that's going to be it for this one. Yeah, got the Xbox, the original Xbox now, and going to be looking to add more games to the game library. So, but until we do some more updates as far as the game collection and all that, and back to the streams and everything else, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. And, yeah, that's it. I'm happy. And I am D. I am the Grim Gamer. And I will catch y'all next time.